conference matchup in this one as the Spurs come into town. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. 6 games off the lead, they're most definitely in the thick of things.
Seeing where the Hawks are, they put together what I would call a dream season. I mean, they've elevated their play and have really become a team that makes it tough for everybody. They're a squad to be reckoned with, folks.
Well, Clark, the playoffs are going to be the real test for them. You know, sometimes for a team on the rise, they can get to the point where everything crashes down on them when the pressure rises. We'll see how they respond.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. Now here's Parker. He sinks the 11-footer. Well, Tony Parker, an excellent scorer. Creative finisher, certainly inside with a smooth pull-up jump shot from mid-range. Steve, when he gets in the lane, he is dynamite.
And he draws fouls at a very high rate for a point guard. He's so good at initiating contact and then forcing the officials to make a call. And what that does, it gets you free points. It also allows you to set up your defense at the other end.
Now here's Ginobili. A 20-point game for him in the win against Boston. Shot denied. Here's the captain. He's covered by Leonard. Out to the wing. Here is Korver. Right now averaging 11 points a game. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Parker. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The dish to Ginobili. Here's the screen. And Parker, here we go.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
And Parker drops them both. And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon.
Now here's Leonard after the miss from Chen. Outside Leonard. Ginobili kicks to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Buries the jump shot. Parker's got 6 points.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's the captain. Game against Oklahoma City, very impressive.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Dishes it to Carroll. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Carroll's got his first 2 points.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Out left to the wing. Here's Duncan. Count it from 12.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Chen passes it to Korver. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And the basket good.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
And here is Parker. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals.
Oh, get it! Uh-oh, watch out now.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, hey, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And Ginobili, here we go. Parker outside. Clock at 6. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Parker.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Chen passes to Korver. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. Right side Millsap. And again, it's Atlanta. Spurs have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Elton Brand's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Teague in for Kyle Korver. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. TL with it, averaging 9 points per contest. Shot clock at 6. Mills dishes to Bonner. Drops in the layup for 2. Bonner's got his first 2 points of the night. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game. Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
And here's Mills. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Here's Diaw. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Scott. It's hauled in by Diaw.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Bellinelli for 3, and again, it's the Spurs from Diaw. Here's the captain. 3 seconds left. Can't get it to go. There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
Wednesday, March 25th, Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Hoops action.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
for Atlanta. And some changes here for the Spurs. On the court right now for the Spurs, Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Parker in at the 1 spot. That's good. 6 points for Millsap.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them. Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
Shot's good from Chen. The captain's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Splitter. Leonard the pass to Ginobili. Shot clock at 5. The tray. Shot is no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, as you know, Tony Parker is now an elder statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own." Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. I mean, he's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
And he's good on the second.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word.
Spurs trail by 10. Ginobili outside to the paint. Parker. The second chance effort, and Duncan with the layup. Duncan's got 5 now.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. And for the most part today, they have been. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
The pass to Parker. And he gets the bucket. Parker's got 12.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
You know, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And the first half is now in the books. It's Atlanta up by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. Just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even more fired up. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. Something we're doing well right now is spacing and shot selection, and we're shooting it pretty well. Getting open, getting looks, and making sure to make the pass when you don't see something. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. We're the ones in charge of this game, and that's not going to change in the second half if we stick to the plan. Now let's polish this off in style.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Al Horford has been sensational.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Chen in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. There's a screen. Parker dishes to Splitter. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent, the result not as good, but good ball movement anyway. Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are three things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. And again, another basket good from Chen. The captain's got 12. Spurs trail by 9. Now Parker. 15 points in the game. And it's Duncan penetrating. Fades back. Rebound, Atlanta. Carroll's got his third rebound tonight.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well. Well, it's absolutely incredible when you look at Tim Duncan and see the impact he continues to have on games at his current age. I mean, he looks much as he did early in his career. His game has really withstood the test of time, and I think it's partly due to his conditioning, but his IQ is a big factor, and his game has always been one that's been anchored in fundamentals and staying close to the ground.
5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Korver. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ginobili, and another basket for San Antonio. And at 38 years of age, Tim Duncan still going strong, guys.
Timeless. I mean, his dedication to diet and fitness, his flexibility, it's enabled him to remain in peak form. Maybe he doesn't move quite as quickly as he did 6-8 years ago, but he's shooting the ball better than ever. Footwork and his fundamental game obviously has always been there. So just an amazing late season or late career run for him.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Korver, right now averaging 11 points a game. Carroll kicks to Horford. He dishes it to Carroll. From 18 feet away. No good from Shen.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he gets it to go. The captain's got 14. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Elton Brand's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver.
I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through the captain. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Boris Diaw, pretty unique player in the NBA. Came into the league as a passing point.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Outside, very difficult player to guard.
Shelvin Max checked in for the captain.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
1:49 left in the third quarter. And you look at Diaw playing before. Some have criticized his conditioning, but he has the size to hold his ground, that's for sure, on the low block.
Yeah, you can't move him out of there. He's a good post defender because he's strong and smart. Not as good moving in space, though. Lacks a little lateral quickness. And he's a below-average rebounder. So it's good to pair him with somebody.
The captain's checked in for Matt. .129 left to play in the third. Mills passes to Diaw. Pass to Bellinelli. He kicks to Diaw. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Hawks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
The feed to Mills. 11 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Mills has got his second basket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Teague, the pass to Chen. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 16 points for the captain.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Mills with it, averaging 8 points a game. There's the pick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
"17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's the captain. 16 points for him. 4 seconds left. Bazemore gets the bucket. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Hawks lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
On Tap Friday, March 27th, Miami Heat take on Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
The Hawks leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for San Antonio. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Duncan is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Mills in at the point guard. He feeds it to Duncan. Little turnaround, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Duncan's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. And for the Hawks, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Passes it to Teague. Here's the captain, guarded by Green. The 19-foot shot, that's good. 18 points for the captain.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Kicks it to Leonard. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been...
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, Coach.
And the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
It's go time. Check in.
I'm on it.
And so it's Atlanta with it. 6-point lead. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Teague can't hit. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Green. Here's Duncan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, when he gets the ball back, automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
The captain's checked in for Atlanta. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter comes in for Boris Diaw. And Tony Parker subbed in for Bellinelli. To the left side wing. Here's the captain, covered by Parker. And he gets it to go. And that's 20 points for the captain. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Parker with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Splitter kicks to Duncan. On the wing, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's the captain. The dish to Korver. Pass to Millsap. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. Kevin, can they retake the lead?
Thank you, Doris. There's the pick. Parker dishes to Green. Back to Parker. Fires top of the key. And the Spurs scoring again.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
The Hawks leading. Here's the captain. To the left wing. Korver passes to Carey. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Parker outside. Dishes it to Green. Jacks up a 3. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Korver. And that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 6. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Green. Parker kicks to Green. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Chen passes it to Korver. Steps back and shoots. And the shot goes in from Chen. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
That one off the back iron and out. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Feeds it to Korver. Here's Carroll. And the pass to Chen. Good D by Parker.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
He dishes it to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Carroll. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hawks. 10. Team shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And here's Mills for three, and the miss. And so the Hawks take the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Hey, Coach was shaking, baby.
Too many of these old bones.
Hey, so what'd you think?
I think I was lucky to coach you as a high school player. You are a natural.
Hey, thanks, Coach, but I had a really great teacher.
Oh.
I got to get to the locker room. It's good seeing you, all right?
All right, I can't wait to see you.
All right, man.
Good job.
Thank you.